afternoon or evening, everybody, depending on where you are. Might be, who knows where you are. Could be evening, it could be late afternoon. DoesnDoesn't matter, because we are super excited to grab 20 minutes or so here with you tonight to talk a little bit about what it's like to be a stylist at Stella. I have an amazing guest tonight. Her name is Michelle Fernandez. Michelle, you want to say hi?
Hi.
You're going to love her. To know this woman is to love her. So I can't wait for you to hear from her. And I want to spend most of our precious time with you hearing from her, not me. But I got to set this up with a few details so you know how it works. My name is Danielle Redner. I'm the Chief Inspirational Officer at Stella. And yes, that's a thing. And I'm pretty lucky that that's my thing. And one of the great things I get to do, my favorite part really of every week, is that I get to talk to amazing Stella and Dot stylists who are running their side gig, just like Michelle, different person every week, and kind of find out like how they're making it work in their life, because all of our stylists are incredibly different. They're incredibly diverse. They come from different places, different life stages, different backgrounds, like you name it, they're doing it. But the thing that we have in common, I think, is they're all making it work. So you're going to get to hear from her in a second. And one of the things we love to do at Stella is give away free products. So we give it away all the time to our hostesses. We give it away to our stylists. Michelle, do you have any idea how much free product you have earned in addition to your commission, but just free product in your lifetime? You want to guess? I don't know the answer. This isn't like a game show. I just wonder.
I would say thousands.
Yeah, probably.
Thousands. I can't even keep track.
Yeah.
I feel guilty.
Oh, good. I'm glad. If you're getting so much free product that you feel guilty, then that's a good thing. So you get free product when you start. You get free product through our monthly free product program that all stylists participate in. We have flash incentives, all of that. So we're always giving away free product, but we're going to give some away tonight too. And you could go on a $250 shopping spree. You might want to get this jacket, one of our new pieces that I particularly love, or our our little hoops that are called Huggies, or what Michelle's wearing, whatever you want. All you have to do to get in on that is hashtag SD for all, SDFORALL in the comments below, and tag 2 friends who don't know about Stella and Dot so they can learn about it too. And we'll do a drawing for a shopping spree later tonight. So you got to be in it to win it. So make sure you do that. Okay. So no further ado, you've looked at me long enough. I want you to see the other face, who is the incredible Michelle Fernandez. Michelle, just tell us about you, where you're from, how you got started with Stella and Dot, a little bit about your background. Just give it all.
Okay, great. Thanks for allowing me to do this, to share my story. So I am from New York, Queens, New York, holler. I am a military veteran. I left high school, joined the military, served my military. I loved every minute of that. And now what I was in the military was an air traffic controller, and I transitioned into the federal government doing the same exact thing. And I've been doing that for, let's say, 12 years. And 2 years ago, I had never heard of Stella and Dot, honestly. I had a coworker whose sister was hosting a party, and I said, sure, I'll go. And at the time, I was actually, I fell ill, and I lost vision in my left eye. So I was home. I had gained like 60 pounds, feeling awful, depressed, not sure of my future. So I went to this party because I needed girl time. And I was that girl who was like, what's all this stuff about? And my cart was huge, like $500 worth of stuff. And I said, oh, I have to taper that down. So I think I spent $200. And I just was asking a bunch of questions from the stylist and the hostess that was having the event. And at the time, like I said, I wasn't sure about where my future was lying as far as my career. So I was thinking about what could I potentially do? And I said, let me do a little bit more research. So that's how I came to know Stella and Dot. Had not known anything about it prior to. And within that month, I was working on my doctorate. I was working on a project on organizational behavior and leadership, and I needed to look into a company. And I was at Starbucks reading about Stella and Dot's mission, their ethos, and it really, really, really resonated like so deep with who I am about female empowerment. And on April 29th, I decided to sign on, because with the stylist that I went to the party, the person who hosted that event, and from then on, it was like, okay, I invested this small amount of money. I want to make it back. And here I am.
Well, I'm so glad I'm so
Yeah.
glad you did.
Me too.
It probably goes without saying, seeing as you went straight into the military and then worked as an air traffic controller. But first of all, do you still work as an air traffic controller? And then prior to this, had you ever done anything like sales, fashion focused?
So I have always loved fashion. In high school, I was voted the best dressed. So I've always loved fashion in that respect. But having served in the military, you wear boots, your uniform, you just can't look pretty. You don't wear jewelry. So that part of me was kind of like gone. And then when I transitioned into the federal government as an air traffic controller, you don't dress up. You're in a dark room. It doesn't matter how you dress. It just matters how you perform your job. And so, no, I had never done anything to this effect when I had gotten out of the military in order to build my wardrobe. I did work at J. Crew because I love that style, hence this necklace. And yeah, that's my only experience. So, and all I've ever worked with was men. So this was a completely out of my realm, something so new, something that once I was in it, I realized, gosh, I was missing so much. So
do you still
truly grateful.
Do you still work as an air traffic controller?
I do. So I'm in a transition point right now where, which is why the Stella and Doc gig has really proven so valuable for me and my family, because I'm still an air traffic controller. I'm currently not able to control aircraft because my vision is still depleted, and I don't believe I'm not going to get my vision back in my left eye. So they're looking for another job for me. And in the interim, the way I've kept my morale up, kept my, the possibility of what could happen in the future is through Stella and Dot. So this platform has literally picked me up out of a funk, has given me reason, gives me something to look forward to. So I still work, but I look forward to this more. This made me realize that when one part of your life ends, another chapter opens. And so I'm looking forward to what the future holds once the Federal Aviation decides what they're going to do with me.
Okay, well, I have actually been on a flight in your airport and got a shout out from you. So I know you're doing a good
From
job.
my husband.
From your husband, who's also an air traffic controller, correct? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I recently had, I gotta tell you, one of the highlights of Stella and Dot is that we have these incentive trips that our stylists are able to earn annually. And we just went to Hawaii with our top achievers, and Michelle was there, and I had the delight to have dinner with her and her husband on the last night. And I already loved them, but super fell in love with them that night and the way that they function, their family, and how it works around Stella and Dot. So just tell us a little bit around like just your personal life and how that works, because you've got a busy blended family and how that works. And then also just what have been the highlights of your Stella and Dot career so far?
So being in the field that we're in, we do shift work. So we're either passing kids off to one another or getting babysitters or just finding pockets of time. So that's what we do. We switch kids around, we drop them off, one picks them up. And how do I manage that? So I actually look forward to working my Stella and Dot business just simply because I've been able to meet so many incredible women that I would not have otherwise. When I started this, we had just purchased our home here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. And so I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't feel like I fit in. And it really made me come out of my comfort zone to create a community inside of where I live, outside of where I live. And as far as how we manage it, so my husband supports me 100%. He actually said, do it. And when he said that, I'm like, are you sure? And he said, sure. And I said, okay, I'm going all in, because when I go in, I go all in and I give it my 100%. And what encouraged me to make this as much as the business that I've created is the women that reached out to me and asked me what my reason was. And my reason was I needed to do something for myself to lift myself out of a funk. And hearing the stories of all of these women and what they've overcome gave me the courage to just, believe in something different than what I've ever come to do. And my husband has just watched me grow and blossom from a negative place into a positive place. And he's just like, keep doing it. If it makes you happy, that's what matters most. And I think it really changed my perspective on life coming into this community, because at one point I thought work was everything. And now my life is more about my family, doing something that I love, and having my kids watch me grow and just be happy.
You're such a positive person. It's so hard for me to even consider that you are not just always positive, but I love that it's impacted you that way. So tell us, what do you do? Somebody who might be listening to this is like, okay, well, she's cool. I want what she's having. What does she do exactly? So tell us, as a stylist, and everybody runs their business very differently. We say you do you at Stella and Dot because there's not one way to do it. There are many ways to have a successful business. So just for you personally, how do you run your Stella and Dot business? What does it look like?
So what I do is I work 6:30 to 2:30, and so whenever I have breaks, I sneak in pockets of work, again, because it makes me really happy. And then when I get out of work, I come home. I'm a mom. I have 2 children, a 10-year-old daughter, a 5-year-old son, a husband who's sometimes a 3rd child, 2 dogs, a whole house, all of that. So I cook, I clean, and then at the end of the night, I am either choosing to go live to share something new, or I'm sending out text messages. On my breaks at work, I usually shoot out some messages, and then in the evening, I perhaps may follow up with someone that I reached out the day before. And pretty much I just fit it into my life when and if I can. And most oftentimes I make it a priority to do it. Why? Because again, I go back to, it makes me happy because I want to give away free product, and I want to meet new women, and I want to share this thing that has made me happy with as many people as I can. And when I don't get to do that, I actually get upset.
No, don't do that. Okay, I think you're going to be a good person to ask this question too. I know when people are considering being a stylist, I think everybody has this thought go through their head, which is, I've got a few friends and family. I could imagine sharing Stella and Dot with them, but then what? And I think with you, you're a good person to answer that because you came from, as you said, a very male-dominated profession where your life was military and, kind of circled around that. How have you met new people to sustain your business?
So in the very beginning, that you think about your social circles. And for me, initially, it was my family. And then from that, it was my immediate friends. And then I felt like, oh my gosh, where's everybody else? Having been in the military, my friends are spread across the United States and abroad, and in remote areas. So what I had to do was get creative. And I said, well, how do I do this? So I decided to look at social forums where people meet. I did vendor events where I would meet people that I definitely wouldn't meet otherwise. I started to go through my Facebook and reached out to friends in high school and people that I know as acquaintances, and I just started to build relationships. And what made me realize was that I was not connecting with as many people as I should. And it kind of just, I watered that, and from that, it grew, and I've been able to foster relationships that have, we've fallen by the wayside. And for me, that is the reason why I continue to do this. So I've met people at trunk shows. I've met people at pop-up shops at like Pottery Barn or West Elm. I've done blow bars, nail salons. Just get creative.
I mean, it's a good job you followed up with those high school people because some of them voted you best dressed. So that made sense.
Yeah, absolutely. One of them, actually a high school, sorry.
No, go ahead. Tell me.
A high school friend is on my team now, or our team, and it's brought so much joy into her life as well. So that really touches me that we rekindled our friendship, but along with that, she's bringing friends, and we're just, sharing the joy with as many women as we can.
So great. All right, rapid fire. I got a few questions for you. What is your favorite Stella and Dot piece? What is your favorite Stella and Dot memory? And what are you most excited about right
now? My most favorite Stella Dot piece is the one that I'm wearing today, because it's preppy, it's chic, and I love the colors. It just pops. And it goes with everything. You could dress it up. You can dress it down. This is the Tres Bien. I love that it's adjustable. The second question was?
Favorite. What are you most excited about right now?
what am I most excited about now? Where we're going, because we're growing and we are diversifying our Stella and Doc community, which is amazing because I want every woman out there and a few good men to come and join us because we need your help. We need to spread some more joy.
And finally, your favorite memory. Don't say sitting beside me for dinner in Hawaii. It'll be gratuitous.
Let's see, my favorite memory. Oh my gosh. I know. It was when one of my fellow teammates, Renee Bernick, called me after she joined, and she said, thank you for helping me do something for myself. And how it made me feel was like, wow, I made her feel the way that I felt, and she's happy. And it brought me to tears. It brought her to tears because she didn't realize that she needed something for herself.
Michelle Fernandez, you're just a big ball of goo, and I love you. I love your vulnerability, and you're just.
I'm holding my tears back.
I know you are. That's what I love about you. You are the real deal. So, to somebody who might be watching this and thinking, okay, I was not voted most fashionable in high school. I do not have the confidence that no doubt this woman has acquired from all these years in the military, or the rigor that, you know, the discipline that you've no doubt acquired. I don't know if I could do this. What would your advice be to somebody who might be considering it, but is no doubt in their head with all of that self-doubt that everybody always has?
So all of those things that you might be telling yourself, I told myself that on April 28, 2017. I didn't think I fit in. I felt overweight. I was the least confident in my entire life. I was facing so many things, adversities, and if I could do it again, I would have done it sooner if I knew. So I'm so grateful for the opportunity for whoever's tuning in to encourage you to do this, because you have no idea what it can do. It brought me from a very negative place to a positive place. So if that's where you're at, if you need extra money, if you just want a community of friends, if you just want to grow as a woman, if you want to show your kids that you can do anything on your terms, when you want, how you want, and nobody can tell you otherwise, then this is where you need to be, because we definitely need you. And I want to be there to applaud you the whole entire way, the way that the community did for me and brought me to where I am today. You should just do it. Don't even think about it. It's so friggin' worth it. That's all I have to say.
Michelle Fernandez, you are beautiful and brilliant and badass and all of the things, and I could not love you more. Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you for allowing me to do this, and I love you. My whole family loves you. You're just amazing.
Well, her husband is like baby, I call him baby Jason Momoa, because he's kind of baby Jason Momoa. He's like a little Jason, and he is, I just love your family. So if you are listening to this and you're like, I love her too, I want to be around women like that, well, you would be normal. You'd be crazy if you didn't love her, because she's so darn appealing. We would love for you to check us out more. You can go to stella.com and sign up. If you have a friend that told you about this, please join with her. She can help you. She'll be your mentor every step of the way. The sign-up process is super simple. You go to the website and you get to pick like the top you want from the best sellers, and the earring you want from the best sellers, and the everyday basic you want from the best sellers. Yes, of course, Michelle would pick the Trebienne, because that is so your style. And before you know it, you can be in business too, but we always say you're in business by yourself, for yourself. I mixed it up. For yourself, not by yourself. We're here to help you. So we would love to have you join us for our busy upcoming fall season. And if you have any questions, please reach out to the person that told you about it, or post it below and we'll answer it for you. And thank you to Michelle. She's thebomb.com. I'm so grateful for your time, and we hope that you'll join us. So have a good night, you guys.